Drama is exploding once again in the world of reality TV, and this time it's bigger than anyone ever imagined. Allegations, secrets, and cover-ups are swirling like wildfire. And right at the center of it all, Erica Mena, Tasha K, and a DNA scandal that's sending shockwaves across the internet. Just when fans thought things had calmed down, controversial blogger Tasha K comes forward with a jaw-dropping revelation: a secret baby, a rigged DNA test, and a desperate attempt by VH1 to bury it all before the truth got out. The streets of love and hip-hop are burning with rage, and the fan base, outraged beyond belief. Screenshots, whispers, a trail of deleted scenes. Tasha didn't just drop tea, she dumped the whole kettle, hinting that Erica's long-rumored baby might not just be real, but connected to someone we least expected. While Mendeecees, Yandy, and even Rashida have all been trying to dodge the fire, fans are piecing together what really went down, and the clues are almost too wild to ignore. Is Erica hiding something? Did VH1 silence her to protect one of their biggest stars? Or is this just another twisted game in the LHH universe? Stay tuned. The truth might be messier than you think. It all started late one night when Tasha K went live on her channel with a smirk that sent instant chills down viewers' spines. She leaned in close to the camera, her voice low and teasing, and said, "They really thought they could hide this from y'all. But baby, I've got receipts." Within minutes, thousands tuned in, flooding the chat with questions and fire emojis. Nobody knew what she was about to drop, but everyone felt it. This wasn't just gossip, it was war. She began slow, reminding her audience of the months-long rumors swirling around Erica Mena. The whispers that something had happened off-camera during her last taping of Love and Hip Hop. The speculation that she had been hiding more than just emotional baggage. For weeks, fans had picked apart her cryptic Instagram captions and her sudden distance from certain cast members. But no one could have guessed what Tasha was about to allege. Tasha pulled out what appeared to be a printed document. The camera zoomed in just enough to make out official-looking markings. She didn't claim it was authentic, she never does, but her words carried weight. According to her, a DNA test involving Erica and an unnamed child had been tampered with. Not just altered in secret, but allegedly orchestrated with the help of VH1 execs who were desperate to protect their brand from scandal. The child, she hinted, was the result of a brief but intense relationship Erica had kept hidden during her fallout with Safari. And here's where it got wild. Tasha didn't name the man outright. She danced around it, using nicknames and vague descriptions, but fans quickly connected the dots. The name trending by morning wasn't Safari, it was Mendeecees. The internet blew up. Fans swarmed Twitter, posting side-by-side comparisons of the child's photos, allegedly leaked through a now-deleted burner account, and Mendeecees' baby pictures. The resemblance, some said, was undeniable. Others weren't convinced, calling it a desperate grab for views, but the noise was deafening. Whether people believed it or not, they couldn't stop talking about it. By the following day, Erica's name was everywhere. She posted a black screen on her stories with a single word: disgusted. No further explanation, no denial, no confirmation, just silence wrapped in rage. Fans were divided. Some demanded answers, others urged her to lawyer up. Meanwhile, Yandy Smith, Mendeecees' wife, posted a seemingly unrelated reel of herself meditating in a garden. The caption read, "Peace is power." But nothing online is ever truly unrelated, and fans knew it was shade. As the drama spiraled, a new player stepped in, Rashida. Known for keeping her hands clean, she surprised everyone by going live to address the chaos. "I don't know what's true or false," she said, "but some of y'all out here trying to destroy families over internet lies. Be careful what you feed into." But fans noticed something off. Her usual calm was strained, her eyes darting off camera multiple times. Was she trying to send a message without saying too much? Or was she genuinely scared of the fallout? Meanwhile, behind the scenes, whispers of a VH1 emergency meeting leaked online. Anonymous sources claimed the network had already begun damage control. Edits were being rushed, episodes recut. Even certain cast members allegedly received warning emails to watch their statements and protect the storyline. This only fueled the fire. Why was VH1 getting involved if the claims were baseless? Tasha, of course, didn't stop there. Days later, she returned with more alleged receipts. Voice notes, blurry screenshots, and one jaw-dropping clip of a woman crying on the phone saying, "They promised they'd help me raise him. Now they're acting like I never existed." Again, no names were mentioned. But the internet decided who they thought the voice belonged to. And soon, Erica's past relationships were being re-examined like crime scenes. Even fans who once defended Erica began to question things. Why had she disappeared for weeks after? Filming wrapped? Why did she unfollow so many co-stars suddenly? And why did she post that cryptic video of a baby's feet months ago, only to delete it hours later? In a rare moment of transparency, Safari chimed in during a club appearance. When asked about the situation, he shook his head and said, "I've been done with that chapter. Whatever she got going on now, that's her mess." The crowd gasped. He didn't deny it. But he didn't defend her either. As the internet argued back and forth, Mendeecees and Yandi remained eerily silent. No posts, no stories, nothing. Their profiles, once filled with daily life and motivational content, went dark. Some took it as guilt. Others said they were just waiting for legal to give the green light. But the silence didn't last long. A fan spotted Mendeecees at a grocery store in Atlanta and recorded him from across the aisle. When asked about the DNA test, he laughed and said, "Man, y'all really believe everything y'all see online?" He then added, "I don't even know. That woman like that?" But it didn't help. If anything, his casual tone made things worse. Fans accused him of deflecting, and the clip went viral within hours. Back online, Tasha K hinted that the real twist hadn't even dropped yet. She posted a photo of a folder labeled VH1 Legal Debt, and simply wrote, "They know what they did." Within minutes, blogs picked it up. Hashtags like "Dardiat our VH1 cover-up" and "Art Erica's secret" trended for days. Things reached a boiling point when a new anonymous account posted what they claimed was a scene cut from the last season's reunion. In the grainy footage, Erica is seen storming off set after a heated argument with an unseen cast member. Producers chase her down, and someone says, "You knew this would come out eventually." The clip ends abruptly, but that single sentence sent shockwaves through the fan base. Rumors exploded. Some said VH1 had been sitting on the baby storyline for months, unsure of how to spin it. Others believed it had all been planned from the start. A manufactured scandal to boost ratings gone. Wrong. What was clear was that the truth, or at least the perception of it, was unraveling faster than anyone expected. Backlash against VH1 grew. Fans flooded their socials demanding transparency. One tweet read, "If y'all covered this up, you're no better than the people you're filming." Influencers and former cast members began to speak out, cautiously choosing their words, but all hinting at one thing: something was definitely off. The pressure mounted, and it was clear this story wasn't dying anytime soon. The internet had already chosen its narrative. And unless someone came forward with hard proof, the speculation would only continue to grow louder. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get more intense, Tasha's revelations started to spread, like wildfire across social media. Fans began dissecting every word, every pause, every expression from that explosive interview. And as people watched the footage again and again, they noticed something strange. Mendeecees' body language during past scenes of the show, the way he avoided eye contact, the tension in his jaw, how he would shut down any conversation that hinted at Erica Mena's pregnancy rumors. Suddenly, everything that felt like background noise now looked like buried secrets clawing their way to the surface. Meanwhile, Erica was nowhere to be found. Her social media went completely dark. No stories, no posts, not even a cryptic quote. People started speculating she was either hiding because she was caught, or because the weight of the truth had finally become too much to bear. Fans began commenting on old posts, saying things like, "We believed you lied to us, and just tell your side before it's too late." Back at VH1, insiders were scrambling. The network never expected this kind of blowback, especially not so publicly and so fast. A former producer, who chose to remain anonymous, leaked a private conversation between higher-ups who allegedly discussed burying the DNA storyline months ago. The reason? They didn't want to damage the reputation of a show that was already losing viewers due to too much off-screen chaos. If true, this would mean that not only was the drama real, it was deliberately hidden to protect the brand, inside. Sources claimed that Rashida knew everything. Yes, the same Rashida who appeared calm, supportive, and neutral. According to one crew member, she had been warning Erica for months to come clean, saying things like, "Truth always has a way of slipping out, no matter how deep you bury it." But Erica allegedly brushed her off, claiming she had everything under control. She even insisted the baby rumors would disappear on their own if she just stayed quiet long enough. But silence doesn't erase suspicion, it amplifies it. When Erica finally broke her silence, it wasn't through a planned press statement. It was a grainy video, filmed in what looked like a hotel room. Her eyes were puffy, her voice shaky, and her hands trembled as she held her phone. She said she was tired of people spinning narratives and dragging her name through the mud. But even in that video, she never outright denied Tasha's claims. Instead, she kept repeating how people were using her pain for views and how the real story was so much deeper than people will ever understand. Fans weren't satisfied. In fact, that video made things worse. The vagueness, the lack of answers, the refusal to clarify, everything only fueled the fire. People began digging up old interviews, piecing together timelines, and noticing gaps in her story. They noticed how, just months before the baby rumor exploded, she had suddenly taken a break from filming, citing health reasons. Now that break didn't feel like rest. It felt like hiding. Mendeecees, on the other hand, remained silent. Nothing from his team, no public response, not even a single like or comment on any related post. Some believed he was simply in shock. Others believed he was waiting for legal advice, but a few thought he was guilty. Not of cheating or lying, but of knowing the truth and choosing silence over confrontation. And that's when the bombshell dropped. An audio clip surfaced, allegedly recorded months ago, between Tasha and a close friend. In the recording, Tasha claimed she had documents. Not just gossip, but medical records, witness statements, and even DNA-related correspondence from someone claiming to be tied to VH1's legal team. She said the network paid someone off to misplace those documents before they could be subpoenaed for a custody hearing. If this was true, it meant VH1 wasn't just hiding drama. They were actively involved in covering it up. The internet lost its mind. Trending hashtags exploded across platforms. Bar VH1 cover-up, Nar Tasha K, Nar Justice for Erica, and Who's the Baby Father were everywhere. YouTube channels, blogs, and even celebrity gossip pages jumped into the chaos. Everyone had a theory. Everyone had a screenshot. And suddenly, love and hip-hop wasn't just a show. It was a crime scene. Amid the frenzy, old cast members started speaking out. Some defended Erica, saying she was under pressure, manipulated by the system, and trying to survive. Others weren't. So kind. One castmate even tweeted, "We all knew something was off. We just didn't know how deep it ran." Fans started asking how many people knew. How many turned the other way? How many helped VH1 keep it quiet? Then, out of nowhere, Rashida posted a video. It started with silence. She looked directly into the camera, took a deep breath, and said, "I've been quiet for too long." What followed was an emotional confession. She didn't confirm the DNA scandal, but she talked about loyalty, betrayal, and how fame can twist people into strangers. She said, "Sometimes protecting a friend means telling them the truth they don't want to hear," and she admitted she had tried. She had begged Erica to be honest, to face things head-on, but she was shut out every time. Rashida didn't point fingers, but her message was clear. She wasn't going down with the sinking ship. Within hours, Erica unfollowed Rashida on all platforms. Mendeecees removed old posts with both women. The cracks were no longer private. They were public, loud, and irreversible. And the fans? They were watching, analyzing, and waiting for the next move. Rumors started swirling about VH1 planning an emergency reunion episode. Not the happy celebratory kind, but a confrontational one, where the truth would be forced into the open. Insiders said contracts were being redrafted, and lawyers were already involved. Because if what Tasha said was true, this wasn't just scandal. It was legal. But even in the middle of all this chaos, one question remained unanswered. Who was telling the truth? As the whispers grew louder, the walls around Erica started to close in. At first, she kept her cool, dismissing the rumors as just noise. But when a production assistant slipped her a blurry photo taken months ago outside a private clinic in Atlanta, her hands trembled for the first time. It wasn't just gossip anymore. Someone had proof. And that proof had made its way into the wrong hands. Backstage at VH1's production set, panic set in like wildfire. Producers were scrambling, not because of what Erica might have done, but because of what Tasha K might say next. The network knew that once Tasha got hold of a scandal, she didn't just talk, she exposed. And that exposure wasn't just damaging, it was nuclear. Suddenly, meetings were being held behind closed doors. Erica wasn't being called in for scenes anymore, and the word damage control was being thrown around like confetti. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was caught in the middle of a storm he never saw coming. After the DNA test drama, fans already had their eyes locked on him. And now, with this new baby secret looming over Erica, people were asking questions he wasn't ready to answer. He told his manager, "I don't know what's real anymore. One day it's a test, next day it's a baby. I just want to breathe." Yandy, too, was spiraling. She had spent months trying to rebuild her trust, not just with Mendeecees, but with her inner circle. And now that circle was crumbling all over again. The betrayal wasn't even personal anymore. It was broadcasted, dissected, and replayed on every blog and every reaction channel. She sat in her dressing room with tears in her eyes, whispering, "I should have known better. I really should have known." While chaos unfolded on set, Tasha K remained calm, eerily calm. She posted a single teaser on her Instagram story. A black screen with the sound of a heartbeat followed by her voice saying, "This baby, it changes everything." Within minutes, Twitter exploded. Fan theories flooded in. Some believed Erica had a child she'd been hiding. Others thought the baby wasn't even hers, but someone else's. The lack of clarity was what made it worse. The silence created a space for madness to grow, and just when everyone thought they had heard the worst, Tasha dropped a bombshell during her live stream. She didn't name names, but she gave enough clues to leave no doubt. She described a woman from Love and Hip Hop, linked to 2 major cast members, who was carrying a truth so heavy it could bury an entire season. The comments section lit up with one name, Erica. Back at VH1, the atmosphere turned toxic. One of the junior editors leaked that the network had actually filmed scenes addressing the secret pregnancy months ago, but chose to shelve them. It didn't fit the storyline they were pushing at the time, the source claimed. They wanted more drama with Yandy and Mendeecees. Erica's storyline didn't test well with focus groups. In other words, the truth was edited out for better TV. And now, that truth was clawing its way back with a vengeance. Fans felt manipulated. People started calling out VH1 for being complicit in hiding something that could have changed the entire narrative. Tweets like, "So they knew all along," and "How you gonna gaslight us into thinking Yandy was the problem?" were trending. Even casual viewers felt betrayed. No one likes being played, not by reality stars, and definitely not by the networks that claim to show real life. In the middle of this firestorm, Erica's silence became deafening. She deactivated her Twitter. She stopped showing up for scheduled shoots. And worst of all, she refused to speak to anyone. Not her castmates, not her producers, not even her closest friends. The only person she responded to was her lawyer. Meanwhile, Kirk and Rashida tried to stay neutral, but even they couldn't avoid being dragged into the mess. Rashida, during a scene meant to promote her boutique, ended up breaking down in tears on camera. I feel like we're all puppets," she said. "We try to live our lives, but everything gets twisted, cut, turned into something ugly." Kirk, trying to comfort her, added, "And now it's like, you don't even know who's lying or who's real anymore. But it was Scrappy who took things a step further. During a confessional, he went off script. "Listen, I don't care who's pregnant or who faked what," he said. "All I know is, we ain't family anymore. This ain't Love and Hip Hop, it's lies and hiding." Producers tried to cut the scene, but Scrappy refused to reshoot it. He stormed off set. Mike still clipped to his shirt and didn't come back for 2 days. The fractures were deepening. Friendships that had lasted seasons were now on the edge of collapse. And still, no one knew exactly what Tasha had in her back pocket. Every day, fans waited for the next bombshell. Some speculated Tasha had audio of Erica confessing the baby, secret to someone in the cast. Others believed she had actual court documents that proved Erica had signed an NDA to keep everything quiet. What no one expected was the leaked footage. Somehow, a private clip of Erica, late at night in her trailer, made its way online. She was pacing, visibly distressed, on a call with someone. Her voice cracked as she said, "They can't know. If they find out, it's over. For me. For everything." Then silence, followed by a low whisper. The baby wasn't supposed to happen. The internet exploded. Within minutes, blogs were writing headlines like, "Erica admits baby wasn't part of the plan," and "Secret pregnancy confirmed by behind-the-scenes leak." Fans were livid. But more than that, they were hurt. Many had defended Erica during her past scandals, believing she was misunderstood, misrepresented, or just caught up in the chaos. But now, even the most loyal followers began to question her. VH1's executives knew they couldn't ignore it anymore. An emergency roundtable was called. They debated pulling upcoming episodes. Legal teams were consulted. There were whispers about suing Tasha K for defamation. But no one could prove anything she said was false. In fact, it was starting to look like everything she hinted at might actually be true. But just when fans thought things couldn't possibly spiral further, a storm started brewing that no one saw coming. The whispers turned into murmurs, and soon those murmurs became full-blown online debates. Out of nowhere, a mysterious Instagram account popped up, sharing cryptic stories hinting at VH1 allegedly covering up something major involving Erica. These weren't just vague memes or suggestive quotes. They were detailed posts, timelines, names and moments that fans quickly pieced together with shocking accuracy. People started questioning how Tasha K got her hands on the DNA claims in the first place. Had someone from the inside tipped her off? Or was Erica herself behind the leak, using Tasha to apply pressure? One thing was clear. This wasn't random drama anymore. This had layers. Fans began digging deep. Reddit threads exploded overnight, pulling clips from past episodes of Love and Hip Hop where Erica seemed unusually guarded whenever questions about her family or child support came up. There was one scene from season 12 that resurfaced, where Rashida asked Erica if she was planning on introducing the baby to Mendeecees. Erica, visibly nervous, laughed it off and changed the subject. At the time, nobody thought much of it. But now, fans were looking at it through an entirely different lens. Even Carly Red got dragged into the mess after she accidentally liked one of the cryptic posts. She quickly unliked it and posted a story saying she was hacked. But by then, the damage was done. People started speculating that the entire cast knew something and was forced into silence by contracts or network pressure. And then came the bombshell. A blog known for celebrity exclusives published an alleged text conversation between Tasha K and someone claiming to be a VH1 production assistant. In the chat, the assistant hinted that the DNA test footage was filmed, but later destroyed. They also claimed that producers were instructed to steer storylines away from the baby plot to avoid network embarrassment. That set the internet ablaze. Twitter was on fire. Fans were tagging VH1, demanding answers. Hashtags like "Justice for Erica" and "Nibir VH1 cover-up" started trending. The network remained silent, releasing a vague statement about committed integrity in storytelling, which only added fuel to the fire. People weren't buying it. The silence spoke louder than any press release ever could. Meanwhile, Mendeecees finally posted something. It was a photo of him with his sons, captioned, "Truth don't need defending." No mention of Erica. No mention of the DNA test. Fans were divided. Some took it as confirmation that the test was fake, while others saw it as a subtle denial. But either way, it didn't stop the flood of comments demanding clarity. Rashida, too, was unusually quiet. Normally vocal about her opinions, she posted nothing for days. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, she uploaded a picture of herself and Kirk at a charity event with a caption about focusing on the positive. Fans weren't impressed. They flooded the comments, asking her if she knew about the DNA drama. One user even wrote, "Silence is compliance, Rashida." Behind the scenes, insiders claimed the tension among the cast was reaching its boiling point. During filming for a reunion special, sources said Yandy broke down and refused to continue taping. Apparently, she felt betrayed by both Mendeecees and Rashida. She allegedly yelled, "How could y'all keep this from me? I defended both of You? And now this? Producers had to shut down filming for the day, but things didn't cool off. They only escalated. A leaked clip from the reunion taping began circulating online. In it, Erica is seen standing, visibly emotional, pointing, a finger across the room and shouting, "You all knew, every single one of you. You let me go through this alone while y'all smiled in my face." The clip cuts off before showing who she was addressing, but fans believe it was directed at Rashida and Yandy. This clip reignited everything. Fans began re-editing old show footage, adding commentary and timelines that connected dots no one had thought to link before. Erica's past relationships, her sudden moves from city to city, her feuds with seemingly unrelated cast members, all were being reevaluated under the new light of this DNA scandal. Tasha K, of course, wasn't backing down. In a surprise Instagram Live, she doubled down on her claims. Without naming names, she said, "You think I made this up? Baby, I got receipts. I'm just waiting for the right moment to drop them. But let me tell you this, somebody's lying to y'all, and it ain't me." The live was barely 10 minutes long, but it was enough. Fans recorded it, clipped it, and spread it across every platform. The comments were split. Some believed Tasha was just stirring the pot for clout. Others were convinced she was speaking the truth and that a major VH1 cover-up was unfolding before their very eyes. What made everything worse was the sudden deactivation of that mysterious Instagram account that started it all. Right after Tasha's live ended, the account was gone. No explanation, no goodbye. This led to a flood of conspiracy theories. Had VH1 forced the account offline? Was it run by someone on the production team who got scared? Or was it Erica herself, trying to gauge public reaction before coming forward? Things took a sharp turn when Yandy returned to social media after days of silence. She posted a cryptic quote that read, "Sometimes the truth burns bridges you didn't even know were flammable." Fans immediately took that as confirmation that she felt betrayed, possibly by Mendeecees. Her comment section exploded. People begged her to speak up, to tell her side, to confirm or deny the rumors. But Yandy didn't reply. She didn't even like any comments. She just posted the quote and logged off. Meanwhile, Erica remained quiet. Too quiet. For someone always ready to clap back or speak her truth, her silence was deafening. Fans speculated she was preparing a legal move or a public interview. Blogs began teasing that she had secured a sit-down with a major talk show to tell her side of the story once and for all. No names were dropped, but rumors pointed toward Tamron Hall or even a surprise appearance on Red Table Talk. As the drama unfolded, viewers couldn't help but feel like they were watching a real-life soap opera. Betrayal, lies, secrets, emotional meltdowns, and a baby caught in the middle. What started as a messy love and hip-hop rumor had now become a full-blown pop culture explosion, threatening reputations, friendships, and maybe even careers. But things weren't done unraveling just yet. Tasha K, never one to back down, dropped one more audio leak that night. In the clip, a woman, allegedly a VH1 executive, could be heard discussing how to spin the baby story and make Erica look less like the villain. The voice talked about shifting blame onto Mendeecees and using past footage to manipulate the audience's perception. Fans couldn't believe it. The idea that VH1 would go so far just to save face? It was like pulling the curtain back on an entire machine built to manufacture chaos and control narratives. Within hours, the audio clip went viral, and people started demanding answers. Hashtags like Osher Justice for Erica and Osher VH1 Exposed began trending across platforms. Even celebrities started chiming in. Spice tweeted, "When the truth comes out, it comes out loud. People better buckle up." Others like Mimi Faust and Carly Red reposted the clip with eyes emojis and SMH captions. Everyone had an opinion, and the pressure on VH1 was mounting. Meanwhile, Erica remained unbothered, or at least that's what her social media portrayed. She posted a selfie with a cryptic caption that read, "When they throw dirt, I plant seeds." It only fueled more speculation. Was she confirming the baby story without actually saying it? Was this her way of flipping the narrative in her favor? Or was it just another calculated move in a media storm? Mendeecees, on the other hand, looked like he'd been hit by a freight train. His public appearances dropped to 0. Fans noticed. He unfollowed both Erica and Yandy on Instagram. There were rumors he had left Atlanta altogether to stay with his mother up north. Sources close to him claimed he was in a dark place, feeling betrayed by everyone around him and unsure who to trust anymore. Yandy, caught in the middle, finally broke her silence in a now-deleted Instagram Live. With teary eyes and shaky breath, she said, "I trusted people who looked me in the face and lied. I don't know what to believe anymore, but I know one thing: I didn't sign up for this kind of betrayal." Fans flooded the comments with support and heartbreak, many saying they had never seen her so raw and vulnerable. Others, though, called her out for always trying to play the victim. The split was real, and the fandoms were eating it up. To make things even messier, another source came forward claiming they worked on the production team of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They alleged that the entire storyline about Erica and Mendeecees was originally meant to be a minor subplot, but once Tasha K's hints started going viral, producers scrambled to edit and reshoot scenes to ride the wave. According to the source, everything got flipped. We had to rewrite entire confessionals, bring people back in for fake reactions, and even asked cast members to say things they didn't agree with. This behind-the-scenes mess only added fuel to an already raging fire. By now, fans didn't know who to believe. Everyone had their own version of the truth. The only constant was the drama. One minute, Erica was the villain. The next, she was the victim. Mendeecees went from sympathetic father to sneaky manipulator. And Yandy, once the moral compass, was now being accused of knowing more than she let on. It was a full-blown reality. TV meltdown happening in real time, and the internet couldn't look away. Just when it felt like the storm might pass, Tasha K released one final bombshell. She posted what she claimed was a DNA report, the real one. In it, Mendeecees was marked as excluded from paternity. The document looked official, with signatures and seals, but fans were divided. Was it real? Was it photoshopped? No one could say for sure, but one thing was undeniable. It reignited the fire. Erica went completely silent after that. No posts, no stories, not even a like or comment. Her camp issued a brief statement saying she was taking time for mental clarity. Mendeecees' team refused to respond to any inquiries, and VH1, caught in the middle, put out a vague press release saying they value the truth and were committed